Most arguments over taste and behavior often come down to the final defiant assertion, that's just who I am. That's what I like. It's me. Maybe it's your taste in music, the way you dress, your attitude at work, the way you treat your romantic partner, your love language, your sense of humor, the kinds of things you like to do on the weekends. All of these types of traits are often embraced assuredly as, this is me. But the thing is, when you keep doing the same things that you think are you, watching the same movies, listening to the same music, feeling, thinking, and doing the same things over and over again, you start to feel stagnant and stuck in your life. You get to the point where you feel as if life's lost all its meaning, and you long for those past childhood days when things were new, fresh, and exciting. But what if, with one change, you could start to make your life exciting again, and revive those past feelings of excitement you'd feel waking up in the morning to a new day? It all comes down to getting away from this one idea. That's just who I am. All of those things about you that you think are simply just who you are were not things that you were simply born with. All of them grew with you, and they stem from the psychological phenomena known as the subconscious. In this video, I want to explore what exactly the subconscious is, how it works, how it makes you who you are, and finally, how you can use this knowledge to get past the thought, that's just who I am, and learn to change, develop, and grow. The subconscious has a bad rap in the history of psychology. Freud conceptualized the mind like an iceberg. He said the tip of the iceberg was like our conscious awareness, visible and obvious, but the giant submerged section underneath, the ruling factor of the iceberg, he said was like our subconscious, hidden, mysterious, and shrouded in darkness. Because of his analogy, the subconscious has often been characterized as an inner secret demon that controls you like a puppet. Unfortunately for most people, this is true. If you let your subconscious run free, then it is a demon. But this doesn't have to be true. If you learn how your subconscious works and how to manage it, then it can become, as it should be, not a demon, but your guardian angel. So, what really is the subconscious and the conscious? Your conscious mind is simply what is in your present focal awareness, mentally and physically. It is what you are directing your mind toward in any given moment, like this video. It is the part of your mind that is in your direct control. You can choose to focus and what to focus on, such as your work, or a movie you're watching, or the meal you're cooking, or the sport you're playing. On the other hand, your subconscious is what you are not currently aware of consciously. It is the part of your mind that is taking care of everything else you're not currently aware of. Eventually, I want to show you how you can use your conscious mind, the part you are in control of, to influence and ultimately direct your subconscious mind. Of the two, the subconscious is the more complex. The subconscious performs two crucial tasks which are critical for your functioning. First, the subconscious operates as a store of past knowledge, observations, evaluations, and conclusions, all of which you were once aware of consciously. And second, it operates in effect as a computer, performing super rapid integrations of sensory and conceptual material by feeding your conscious mind things that might be relevant to the material currently in your conscious awareness, the stuff you're focused on. If I say I want to talk to you about art, all kinds of things will suddenly rush into your mind. Paintings, sculptures, books, movies. This rush of information is your subconscious feeding you the relevant material you may need in order to engage in the coming conversation. But only the things you yourself once thought of and stored in your mind as art consciously. This brings us to point 2. How exactly does the subconscious work? The crucial process behind both of these purposes is the phenomenon called automatization. Your cognitions, such as concepts, language, and general knowledge, your evaluations, which are your judgments and the source of your emotions, and your physical skills, such as walking, typing, biking, driving, are all programmed and automatized by your subconscious and are fed back to you virtually instantaneously when called upon by the conscious mind. You don't have to think to talk or walk. When you need your subconscious to feed you information, you don't have to ask. The subconscious does it automatically, providing you with everything you need. So, why do we automatize? Automatization is a crucial need for your functioning and survival. Think about what life would be like without it. Every experience would literally be a new experience. Imagine having to relearn to walk, to relearn to drive every time you had to try and think of every word you needed rather than speaking in a rapid flow like this, or having to remember your past evaluations of things like fire before you touched it and got burned. Automatization is crucial for you to get through the day, to function, to not hurt yourself. In this sense, your subconscious doing this for you makes it like your friend. It wants to protect you, as if it were a guardian angel. It also makes the phrase, "we are creatures of habit," literally true. The formation of automatic habits is the result of the subconscious automatizing things. Automatization happens through repetition. It is the things you repeat on a conscious level, the things you practice, the songs you play over again, the people you spend time with, the things your parents made you do, the way you interact with others, that eventually get built into your subconscious. In this sense, it's the things that have been automatized that reflect who you are, your identity. Identity literally means repeated beingness. This means that over the course of your life, you have been building your subconscious. You have made yourself into who you are today with all of the repeated actions you've made, big or small. Most people see their identity as their conscious mind, as whatever they're currently thinking about in the moment. But really, your identity comes from your subconscious mind. Everything about you, all of your automated ways of coming at things, from your smallest gestures to your most powerful passions, is the result of what you have programmed into your subconscious through repetition. Over the course of your life, you forged your own identity. So, your subconscious is not this giant mystery. It's actually everything that exists about you, because of you. Finally, how can you take advantage of this knowledge of the subconscious in order to help yourself grow? That brings me back to the phrase, "that's just who I am." Most of us are familiar with who we are because we are familiar with the kinds of things we find ourselves automatically doing out of habit. You know the things that give you pleasure, that annoy or frustrate you, your own ability to handle stress, how you treat your friends, the quality of your work ethic, how you handle your emotional reactions, if you can stay focused on a task, the kinds of things you're interested in. What most of us don't know is that these very things are the result of your own past actions. The past actions that programmed your subconscious to feed them to you again and again and again. And the result is that you come to accept and not challenge the things that your subconscious feeds you. You get comfortable and you write it off as, "that's just me." But what if you don't like that me? What if there are parts of who you are that you wish could be different? That you wish you could change? This is where your conscious mind comes into play. Again, it is the conscious mind that programs the subconscious. If you want to change a subconscious habit, you have to reprogram it on the conscious level by consciously repeating and building the habit you want to replace the bad habit with. It's as simple as that. The complexity lies in challenging yourself to do it, because your subconscious is used to the old ways of functioning. You have to be ready to face the extreme discomfort and open yourself up to new ways of acting and thinking. It's similar to learning a new language. It takes a lot of repetition, dedication, and work over time, but it is possible. And this is the source of growth as a human being. As a personal example, I was bored with all of the music I grew up with. I'd been listening to the same kind of music for years, trapped in the genre I grew up with. I was so tired of it, but at the same time I couldn't get into any other genre because nothing else made sense to me. In a sense, those other pieces of music weren't me. One day, I decided to take a leap. I consciously decided to step out of my comfort zone and listen to something new, something I wasn't used to. At first, it was hard, and I didn't get much out of it, but I stuck with it and just kept listening day after day. To this day, I still remember the first time the new music clicked. I caught myself enjoying it, experiencing new emotions, seeing the world in new ways, and having fun. Today, I have a wide range of music that I am able to emotionally access and experience, and it has increased the value of my life. This is the kind of experience I wish for you. And it all starts with rejecting the phrase, "That's just who I am," and opening yourself up to change and building new habits. In my next video, I'm going to discuss ways in which the automatization process can cause big problems, and how we can handle those problems and avoid falling into those traps. Stay tuned for the next video. I hope you got a lot out of this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the like button before you leave and subscribe to our channel to continue receiving more videos on this topic. Also, be sure to sign up to our email list to receive additional content, like practical tips and guides for getting the most out of life. Helios is all about motivating you to enjoy life. We utilize philosophy and psychology in order to offer you a unique way of thinking and living life. We're working on courses that are designed to help you gain control over your mind and your life, and we put out new videos and podcasts at least once a week. If you'd like to support our channel, please consider buying us a coffee. Thank you so much for watching.